Alright, who's ready to do some ripping? Today we will be ripping 2025 Upper Deck Goodwin Champions here on Roll the Dice Rips. I'm Dice, I'll be doing the ripping. We got a full case of these to do today, so it's gonna be another long one. We've got 15 packs per box, 5 cards per pack, and a mountain of boxes. You got all kinds of crazy things in these boxes. See what the box has for us here. Here's USS Midway cards. We've got Band of Color there. Just rookie stuff here. Bunch of inserts. There's Tiger Woods, obviously. There's actually Michael Jordan autographs, I believe. There's stuff like currency cards. There's Animal Kingdom cards. There's Greek mythology. And pretty much most sports that are out there has some kind of card too. So that being said, let's get right into ripping. But the way we start off on our channel here, for a little luck, we're going to start with a roll of the dice. We got a 4 today. See what kind of luck we get out of that today. Alright, let's get ripping. Alright, there's the first box. Opened and ready to rip. And if you like this kind of content, hit that like button, subscribe, help me out. First pack, good start. Young Guns Swimming, Gretchen Walsh. Flavor Flav. These are the base cards. There's actor Karen Sony and basketball Asa Newell. Guess we get a spacer for one of our first cards there. Interesting. Alright, second pack. Here's one of the black glossy parallels, I guess. Soccer player Aitana Bonmati. It's one of the more basic of the inserts. And then this will be one of the rainbow basketball player. Come on, Malik. And then it will actually say rainbow right there. I'll let you know that it's one of the parallels. Football Kevin Concepcion. Hannah Hidalgo basketball. And Brie Larson, the actress. We'll go through this whole first box. And then we'll probably just skip through, start going faster. Just kind of stop on the different things. Here's a couple different things, actually. Here's the mini cards in these. The Gaudy set. This one's a Chris Everett. This is just the base one. This is the Splash of Color. Golfer Gordon Sargent. You can actually go online here, and if you enter this code in, it keeps track of your collection of these. And then if you get them all, I believe they send you something, is what I was seeing. So that's my second one I've seen of those now. Actor Shamik Moore and Camila Cardoso, basketball player. Start off with the Steffi Graf, and then here's our numbered out of 199 Isaiah Bond. That's the yellow circle refractor. Here's a silver foil for skateboarder Hanano Kusaki. Silver foil. Oh, I guess I could have showed that there. Yellow circles on the Isaiah Bond. And then our couple base, we got a Reggie Bush and a Haley Ashburn, a rock climber. So as you're seeing here, all kinds of different people. There's a red of the Gaudi of Madison Booker. Those are different numbers. This one's out of 1,933 are the reds. Here's another one of the Young Guns, Maggie Steffens from water polo. There's a base Isaiah Bond, a Jimmy Yang, comedian, and Nate Frazier from football. Well, we got a little bit of everything so far in this pack, or box. We're going to start with the maybe it says what it is back there. Yeah, the glossy black. That's what I thought. Okay, Jack Alexia swimmer. And another spacer. Soccer Young Gun for Lamine Yamal. That is one of the best people to hit in those products. On the Young Guns, for sure, anyway. So we'll take that. Racing's Amber Belkin. Stam Usual Baseball. And Jacob Neto, MMA. There's another one of the Gaudis. Luther Burden III. We'll take him right now for sure. His stock's on the rise. Silver foil Mike Malott, MMA. Zoe Atkins skier. Asia O'Neill volleyball. And Gretchen Walsh swimmer. There's our glossy of Riley Tedchek, a bobsledder. There's one I haven't seen yet. Rookie Gems of Black Diamond, Bianca Bustamante Racing. Nice little thick card there. Got another Young Guns. This one is Alex Ferreira, a skier. And Jili Zhang, a boxer. Says on average there are 2 hits per box. So I guess that Black Diamond would count as one. And we got something real thick here. Got Chef Richard Blaze, I think it is. And we also got another of his in the splash of color. See if we can get that up a little closer. Chef Memorabilia. Very interesting. Maybe that's another one of her hits. I don't know. I thought the splash colors were a little more rare, so Either way, very cool. Ron Capps Racing, and there's an autograph. Mike Malott, or Mallet, the MMA fighter. Nice little on-card autograph there. Guess we'll put him up in the back for now. Oh, rest of that pack. Baseball, Giovanni Rodriguez. More baseball, Rintaro Sasaki. Basketball, Rory Harmon. Must be what all them spacers were from that really thick card. There's David Ortiz, Big Poppy on the glossy. Speaking of those, oh, there we go. Grace Stevens. She's another big seller on this product. Track and Field out of 249. $58 out of 249 on the blue checkers. Pierce LePage, Decathlon. Skiing's Alex Ferreira, and there's another Yamal. Lots of these spacer cards. I guess that's a good thing. Austin Keene. He was a skimboarder. MMA Dakota Tacheva, Young Guns. There's Andre Agassi, the tennis player. Alex Walsh, the swimmer. And Quincy Wilson, another track and field. Couple packs left of our first box here. Been a pretty good box compared to the first one I opened of these. There's Madison Booker. Basketball player. Young Gun. This soccer player. Warren Zaire Emery. Kevin Concepcion. Football. Sam Coffey. Soccer. Kerry Walsh Jennings. Volleyball. Another one of our Gaudies. This one is Karan Sony. Got the silver foil for the cycler Alejandro Valverde. Golfer Roj Zhang. Luther Burden III. And Tiger Woods. He's a golfer, if you didn't know. Last pack of this first box. These are all hobby boxes, by the way, if I didn't say that before. We're going to have Margot Hayes, a rock climber. A rainbow of, Yamal. Very nice. Not very connected with the soccer, but from looking at card prices of this product, I would guess he's pretty good. MMA Dakota Tacheva, Jordan Balls Softball, and Tatsuro Taira, MMA. So that does it for the first box. So a little bit of all kinds of different things. And I guess that's what we'll be in store for. And just so we have a little understanding here of what came in that. One box. This is your base. These were all your inserts and parallels. Plus, I threw like Tiger Woods' base in there, and I believe one of Yamal as well. It came with the 4 minis. One of them was the numbered one, and then our one autograph. So not too bad for a box. Pretty cheap product, so. With that, we will move on to box number 2. Alright, there's box 2 for you. We'll get started on ripping that one open. And as always here, we like to, at the very end, we'll rate the products, cost, hits, base cards, how pretty them cards are. And then we also do a little recap. So if you want to just, see that stuff, that'll be at the very end. But we're going to start going through these a little faster now that we did one full box so far. Box 2, we start off with one of the minis of Gaudi's, Madison Skinner, Stacy Peralta foil skateboarder, Maggie Steffens, there's another Yamal, and basketballs, Malach. Wow, all kinds of him so far, and I'm okay with that. Rainbow Jocelyn Robertson, gymnastics. Golf Crystal Lamprecht, Emily Cole, track and field. And Jocelyn Robertson, gymnastics. Got another thick one here. Gordon Sargent Golf. And it's a numbered exquisite rookie. Numbered out of 149. Hard to pick that number up. Warren Zaire Emery, soccer player. Another thickie. You always take numbered inserts. Alright, Misty May Trainer. Carrie Walsh Jennings. I believe they play together on card auto there. Just throw that back here for now. 2 boxes, 2 autos so far. Grace Stevens, Alejandro Valverde, Mike. Malik. And here's a numbered bobsledder, Riley Tejik, out of 399 on the orange dots parallel. Along with a silver foil Gordon Sargent golfer. Soccer Kika Nazareth. And diving's Haley Hernandez. Here we got another one of the splash of colors. For Warren Zaire Emery again. And all that left in that pack, a Cameron Brink on the horizontal. And Despaigne. We'll take Cameron Brink too. She sells pretty well. Here's another mini. Richard Blaze, I think it is, on the red one out of 1933. Here's a Young Guns for Jack Alexi. Luther Burden, the third. Jaleel Zhang, and actor Shamik Moore. Lamprecht. Another spacer. A young gun for baseball's Giovanni Rodriguez. Camila Cardosa. Giovanni Rodriguez again. And Rintaro Sasaki. Just sent out another batch for PSA grading. So, I'm going to have a couple of those videos eventually when I get all that back. Emily Cole, track and field. A young gun for Asa Newell, basketball. Rory Harmon. Pierce LePage. And Alex again. So I'll have a couple of videos of that, and I'm also working on getting enough together for actually a vintage in PSA order, which is everything has to be pre-1979. Nate Frazier football. So that'll be another one I hope to have, but that'll be a ways out. There's De'Aaron Fox, basketball player out of 249. The blue checkers. Skateboarder Suzuki. Soccer Ava Gattino. And another De'Aaron Fox. So I'm just going to try to keep coming with some different content. See what people are liking. Here we got Jocelyn Roberson. A young gun for Pierce LePage. Another Yamal. Rose Zhang, the golfer. And another Luther Burden, the third. And a mini pop out there, and it's Tiger Woods, the Gaudi. Another spacer. Sasaki on the Young Guns. There's a base Tiger Woods. Dakota, and Jordan Ball again. A couple packs left on box number 2. Stacy Peralta, skateboarder. Rookie Gems, the Black Diamond for Tatsuro Taira, MMA fighter. Another MMA, Mike Mallet. And Madison Booker, basketball player. Start off with a Shaun White on the Gaudi. Dakota Decheva on the silver. Bianca Bustamante, the racer. Another Decheva. Another Peralta. Last pack, box number 2. Maggie Steffens, water polo. Rainbow of Emily Cole, track and field. A Gordon Sargent golfer, Misty May trainer, and a Nate Frazier. In that, we'll do it for box number 2. Alright, let's get into box number 3. And of course, if you see any of these cards you really like, most likely will be listed on my store on eBay at Roll the Dice Rips. Another Gaudi for Jordan Ball. Karen Sony on the splash of color. I have to see how many there are. Maybe I'll end up with enough to do the collection. Jacob Nedo MMA. And another one of the Splash of Color inserts with Jocelyn Roberson from gymnastics. I guess something she wore, huh? I like what I saw back there. Andre Agassi. Oh, Tiger Woods. A little beat up though, unfortunately. Sport royalty memorabilia. Very cool though, indeed though. Very cool nonetheless. That is worn by Tiger Woods. Hopefully it's not underwear. Alex Walsh. Nothing. Numbered Sam Coffey out of 199. The soccer player on the yellow circles. Concepcion, another Coffey, and Kerry Walsh. Jennings. You know what? Tiger Woods should probably go up in the back. There we go. It is. He is on the cover, so he should get a spot up there. There's a Gaudi for Zodi Atkin. Young Gun for Tatsuro. And our base of Ferreria, Kosaki, and Danny Glover. Actor. First one of his I've seen. Another Gaudi for Jocelyn Roberson. Luther Burden, silver foil. A Flavor Flav, a Sony, and a Asa. Quincy Wilson, Rainbow Shamik Moore, Hannah Hidalgo, Nazareth, and Nevis. Gaudi for Darius Garland. There's Zhang on the foil. Nevis, Lexi Missimo, Alician Lehman. Stan Musial. Ooh, there's the Young Guns. Austin Keane on the skim border. That's an, oh yeah, it says it back here. Outburst. Nice little shorter print. Cameron Brink also. And the last two base, Agassi and Neal. Young Guns can be numbered as well. Different parallels of those. There is Concepcion Football. There is a McKenna Whitham, the red Gaudi. Camilla Cardoso on the rainbow. And Emery and Lamond on our bases. Sam Coffee. There's Christo Lamprecht on the blue checkers. Shamik Moore on the silver. Emery and Bustamante. Stan Musial on the red Gaudy. There's a young gun for Haley Hernandez, the diver. We got Madison Skinner, volleyball. Another LePage and Aitana Bonmati, soccer. There's Kerry Walsh Jennings. Another nothing. A young gun for Maluach. Paul Walter Hauser, actor. Isaiah Bonds and Rintaro Sasaki. Flavor Flav. Grace Stevens, track and field on the Young Guns. Jocelyn Roberson, McKenna, and Cedric Doumbé. Last pack, box number 3. Sony the actor, Young Guns Eva Gattino, Sean White, Chris Everett, and Tyra. And that will complete box number 3. Do my thing, and we'll get going on to the next one. All right, on to box number 4. There's our bigger hits of the first 3 so far. We got an auto on the first 2, and then the Tiger Woods on the player worn piece of shirt, maybe? I don't know. Lamine Yamal, soccer. Another thick one. Splash of color for Rose Zhang. Another one of the player worn memorabilias. There's Rose again. Ooh, an autographed Gaudy. First time I've seen one of these. This one's Gretchen Walsh. Let's throw her right in front there. Cedric, Sean White, Chris Everett. All right, next pack. Luther Burden, Spacer, Steffi Graf out of 399 on the orange dots. The Tyra Ferreira Kusaki. Another Gaudy for De'Aaron Fox. Young Guns for Nevis. And some base. So we'll just start skipping through those base unless it's somebody we haven't seen yet. Asia O'Neal. Alex Walsh. Fox, Bustamante, DeCheva. Here's a Quincy Wilson, Gaudy. foil for common. Blaze, Ron Caps, Racer, and Big Poppy. There's Ferreira. Young Guns Outburst for Tyra. Young Guns for Neto. Bond and Sasaki. Here's the Cheva. Michael Jordan on the Gaudi. 1933. Also a Luther Burden. The third. And there's our base. Well, that was the first Michael Jordan I've seen. I'll always take some MJ. Tiger Woods. Black Glossy. Haley Hernandez. Looks like Diving on the Rainbow. Terry Brown. And some base. See Tiger and MJ back-to-back packs. There's a mini or a Gaudi for Paul Walter Hauser. It's another one of our splash of colors for McKenna here. And that'll do it. I guess those splash of colors must count as 2 cards. Jordan Ball. Misty May Trainer out of 249. The Blue Checkers. Crystal Lamprecht. Alrighty, next pack. Young Guns. Young Guns for Kusaki. A Keen, a Booker, a Despicable, and a Red Gaudi. Paul Walter Hauser. There's Tyra. Here's a basic. Young Guns for Hannah Hidalgo. Cameron Brink. And some base. Two packs left on box number 4. Zoe Atkin. Young Guns. Bunch of nothing. Here's a Gaudi for Zhilei Zhang. Ooh, there you go. Yamal on the horizontal. Silver foil. A Danny Glover, a Darius Garland, and a Cameron Brink to finish it off. Oh, they're nice little box there. All right, on to box number 5. Hidalgo Walsh. Da, 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 da. Oh, what do we got here? We have a birth year quad coinage, Danny Glover, 1946. As numbered to 50. Well, I mean, it's at least worth 41 cents, right? Nonetheless, pretty nifty little card there. We'll start moving some things around here. Oh, and I missed it there on that Alex Walsh. Numbered out of 100, actually. On that young gun. We got Nazareth. We got Nate Frazier out of 399. Orange dots. Big Poppy, David Ortiz, and Bonmonte. There's a Gaudy, Cardosa, Steffi Graf, Alex, Ashton King. Brie Larson on the Gaudy. And a young gun for Ontario Brown. Haley Hernandez, Luther Burden, and Zhang. Neves, Rodriguez, Rainbow, Madison Booker, to Spain, Cameron Brink. Isanua. There's an outburst for Quincy Wilson. Another young gun here for Robelis. Darius Garland, Cameron Brink. Gaudy for Madison Booker. Rodriguez, silver. Stevens, Valverde, Mutt. One of our Goodwin Champion splash of colors, Misty May Trainer. There is our Nate Frazier. That is our first red rainbow. Different parallels. A couple more base to finish it off. Massimo. There's Sean White out of 149. Pink Confetti. First one of that we've seen as well. There's a silver for Sasaki, De'Aaron Fox, and a Bustamante. Alright, number 5. Lund, Michael Robinson, Nazareth. And that will be 5. All right, let's go box number 6. Red Walsh, Uppers for us. We got in Nick Frazier, Egg Steps. There's Gallagher, Rosen, Silver. Haley Ashburn, red for Kier Slippage, Jimmy Yang, on the red window. Rosen for the third. There's a Gallagher, Henry, Steffi Graf, that's there, slash color. Another email. We got Kevin Concepcion. And we got memorabilia for David Ortiz. Another one of them player-worn memorabilias. We'll just slide him into the corner there. Hannah Hidalgo. And a splash of color, Steffi Graf on-card autograph. Very nice. First time we've seen a splash of color autograph. Alright, we're going to have to do some rearranging here. Alright, let's change some things around a little here. We'll just keep those 4 up for now. Just because I like those ones. Plus that is our best auto, I guess. On Steffi. Brie Larson. Numbered to 99, Reggie Bush, USC. Purple Diamond. And there's the rest of our pack. That was our best numbered so far, besides the Danny Glover there. Got your then Glover, again, one more, goes. As a box, Luther, numbers, 399, horizontal, 4 1 shots. And Ezra, and there goes. There's a right out for this. The young man for Rock Margo Hayes, for the ball, Tyra Fazoli. Jimmy Yang, young man's messenger, Age of Ratchet, Kevin. Nate Frazier, young man's Booker, Algo, Bree, Red. Amber, Razor, young man's Monty, Haley, Zay, Jenny. There's Alfred, young man's for Frazier, Amber, staying in Maine. Last pack, box number 6. Reggie Bush, Rainbow Virginia, Rodriguez, Sasaki, Raymond. I'll do it for box number 6. We go with box number 7. Pretty fun overall so far. And that's kind of what I was expecting out of these. Here's Haley Hernandez, Diver. Oh, Stan Musial memorabilia. We will definitely take Stan Musial memorabilia that's been worn by Stan. Sorry, Poppy. That's pretty cool. Can't say I have any Stan Musial used memorabilia. Now I do. Luther Burden the third. Oh, there we go. A sticker auto out of 199. Rookie Authentics. Come on, Malioch. Take that. So we will replace this auto. Maybe when we got room later, we'll bring some of the other ones back in. Rest of that pack, just base. Zhang. Another numbered for Isaiah Bonds out of 149. Actually, 149 out of 149. On the pink confetti. Brie Larson, Reggie Bush, and Haley. Sasaki. That is Sasaki. There's a Carrie Walsh Jennings splash of color. Zoe and Asia. Kika. Oh, there's our first of the Greek mythology. Heracles? Sorry, I'm not up on my Greek mythology. Yeah, there you go. I also have a Perseus already, so he can lay down in front for now. That's one of the short print inserts. Young Gun. And that base. Let's see what shit we got. We got Fraser, Silver, Eggs, Walsh, and C. We got Rosa, Isaiah Bond, on the rainbow. And space. Rodriguez, no, 199. On the Maggie, on silver, play. Couple packs to go here. On box 7, I believe we're on. Hey, there we go. The story of the USS Midway. CV-41. I'll let you read that if you want. Young Guns. And a couple of our base. Alright, let's get started on box number 8. Alright, let's go ahead and start off box number 8. Oh, we got another one of the mythologies. This one is Medusa. Very cool. Guess she goes there already, because the other one I didn't like. Plus it had a little damage in the corner. Young Gun as well. And Hidalgo on the base. Ava. We got Zhang out of 99 on the purple diamonds. We got a Bustamante on the silver. And a couple of our base. Flavor Flav on the Gaudi. Bustamante on the splash of color. And a couple horizontal bases. We got Cameron Brink. And another memorabilia. This one from diver Haley Hernandez. worn by her. There's Grace Stevens, and there is another Danny Glover card. This one is a Splash of Color autograph. Nice on-card auto there. This is the Danny Glover stream, I guess. Video, I guess. Maybe I'll sell those two together if I can. There was our base in that pack. Alright, here we go with the second half of our Goodwin Champion Upper Deck 2025 Hobby Box case. Not too shabby on the first half. See some of the bigger stuff out there. We're going to start with Emily Cole, a Young Guns for Rory Harmon. That is actually numbered out of 250. Looks like a blue must be out of 250. A Young Guns for Bonmati, Agassi, and Walsh. Not a bad first pack. We got Jocelyn Robertson. Oh, well, I said I didn't have any Stan Musial. Now I got two. Stan Musial worn memorabilia. Alrighty. There you go. Two of them. Take more Tiger Woods, too, while we're at it. Maybe a little Jordan auto. Nazareth. Speaking of autos, there's Tyra. On card, the MMA fighter. You don't get to replace anybody, though. I like what we got back there for now. And there's the last of that pack. But we'll show them off at the very end when I go through a little recap. Haley Hernandez. Alicia Lehman out of 199. The soccer. On the yellow circles. Guess it's not bad when you see them little spacers. Usually something good behind it. Oh, something different. One big boy. We got the White Shark, Animal Kingdom. From Australia. Conservation status is vulnerable? Alrighty. Oh, that thick boy. Uh-oh. We'll leave it right in front there. With the mythology. Some more of the randomness. Obviously these, we got another numbered here. $3.99 for Sasaki on the orange dots. Anna Fraser silver. These compare to Allen and Ginter from Topps. But the sport of Allen and Ginter, you know, mainly focuses on baseball, but they have a lot of random stuff too. These Upper Deck just have a little bit of everything. Makes it a little more fun, I think. Having fun ripping all these. Cameron Brink on the Gaudia red. Cardoso on the Young Gun. And some of our base. The Alright, take off 10. That's the one thing. If you made it this far, oh, hold that thought. We got a Rory Harmon autograph. A basketball player. Another on card there. Set her in the autograph pile. And a Young Gun Isaiah Bond as well. Some base. Well, as I was trying to say there, if you made it this far and you enjoy the content, pretty please hit the like and the subscribe. Share it, whatever you want to do. Help me out. I mean, if you don't like it, don't, you know. Oh, back-to-back autos. How about that? Stacy Peralta, the skateboarder. Very interesting auto there on the horizontal card. And some base to finish it off. Maybe I'll just keep trying to talk about following and subscribing. We'll just have an auto in every pack. What do you guys think? Did it work? Misty May. I got it numbered at least. Ooh, and it's Cameron Brink. Out of $3.99. The orange dot numbered card. Some base. Well, this is a banger of a box so far, huh? Next pack will start with me. You know, we have your rainbow, tiger, result. Marties. You're watching this video, like there was a fucking good crossover here. Here's the game all, on the velocity. We got another guy. And oh, what's the foil? Really fast. Another guy for BS. I got 37. And we got another Animal Kingdom. This one is the polar bear. North America. Conservation status, vulnerable. So there you go. We got a white shark, and now we got a polar bear. And not Pete Alonso, just a regular polar bear. Peralta. Oh boy. This is a loaded box. That is a 1/1 cyan printing plate of Jack Alexey, the swimmer. Wow. Yeah. I guess Stan, you're out. This is definitely a God box for what I've seen of Goodwin Champions. Let's see what else we got. Some more base. We still got 4 packs to go here. Got 2 autos and a printing plate, an Animal Kingdom. Alright, that's very box. There's a Walsh. We got the and there's love it. Other box. All autos, the printing plate, red Audis, Animal Kingdom. Okay. 9-4, box 11. Get down to it. Long news training. Start off with a rainbow foil for the stocking. And some artists. There's a burst for young members. First. Another young members Monday. And nice. Here's Howdy. And a slash color. See how many of those in there? First ladies. Here's Monday. You're ready. Mix. We got Madison Skinner. And oh boy. Exquisite rookie autograph. On card, Luther Burden III. Numbered out of 49. Oh, yeah. Thick boy, too. That is a good one. Here, we'll do this. Because he goes front and center now. Luther Burden is hot right now. I'll take anything it is. Pierce. We're going to have a numbered Pierce. Another Pierce. This one out of 399 on the orange dots. Yamal. Zhang. And another Luther Burden. The third. Hold on. Right on rainbow. Green range. There we go. And use. I see on. As well as a number 299 on those girls. For real. So, nice. Turn off the other 3. What about here? Something Wilson. Young Guns Roxy. Race. Saki. Young Guns for Rera. Stain. Jake. On. Jocelyn for Rose. White Bulls and Macy's. Mitchell. Young Guns. There's Gowdy. Young Guns. Race. Last pack. Last number. Eli. There's Gowdy for Deal. We're on Silver. Fireworks. You know what? Now do it for Rock. 31. Really solid one. Alright, it's time for box number 12. We're going to kick off with numbers 43 round. Young Guns Police. One was that record was. More hits. Rainbow Yamal. Oh, we got another Animal Kingdom. This one is a guanaco. In South America. Least concern on this conservation status. That's good to see. You know, all these ones, Animal Kingdom's got a little damage to all of them pretty much. Nonetheless, still a cool card. We got a Bon Mati. Red Gowdy for Darius Garland. Jordan Ball silver. And base. Got something thick again. Riley Tetchik. And oh, we got a 1 of 1. Hannah Hidalgo. Look at that. The Exquisite. Wow. Was not expecting that. Sorry, Tiger, you're gonna have to take a break. Awesome. Very awesome. A 1 of 1 on that, and the 1 of 1 printing plate right next to it. Heck yeah. Red Gowdy, a Young Gun, a Luther Burden. And that one. Second draft. We're one again. There's 2 on recap. Couple lefties. You learn from 115, Lily, Steele, Zhang, Luther, third. For Sam, Young Guns Race, Ty Willis, Race. Gowdy for Marcos. There's Ty Willis, Who's not the jump also? Here's the okay. First order jump. Poppy, rainbow. Round caps, reset. We got numbers. 99. They go to the jump. The purple diamonds. Last pack. Box out. And got of Latino. Soccer player. As we finish off this pack. And the box. There you go. Got auto. And this one in that box. And we'll move over there as we get into box number 13. So we'll jump off again in the end. So we got in also. As we get this box off. Nice look. Yeah, that was nothing. I'll just get those. As well as use the page. Nice. There's the Saki. Red for Robel. See you. There we go. You have him. Saki. You have him for Fraser. And Luis. Yeah, box. You have him for Roy. So Luis. Three box so far. Who's on it? Horizontal. Black glossy. Raymond. You have him. Grace Stevens. And Glow. 149. Pink confetti. 140 milligrams. There we go. Here's the Raymond. Mike. Rainbow Sand. Thanks. And we got another Animal Kingdom. This one is the Wildebeest from Africa. Conservation status, least concern. Pile them up there with our animals, and I think our mythologies in that stack as well. We got another thick boy after this Robelus. We got an exquisite out of 149. Etana Bonmati, soccer player. Pretty nice on the exquisite there. Not a 1 of 1 like the other one, but we still take it. This box started to heat up now. There's Cameron Brink. And as I said, the heating up, we got another auto. The Golfer Crystal Lamprecht on the Splash of Color auto. This is our second Splash of Auto, or Splash of Color auto. Another on card. We've only seen one auto that was a sticker so far. And there's the rest of our base. 2 packs left. Alright, we're going to off box 14. Box 14. A silver rose. What's that? Kusaki. Ooh, we got another one of the. This one's a plane. Another of the USS Midway. The story of the USS Midway CV-41. Again, I'll let you read it. I done enough talking. Looks like that pack had a rainbow, or sorry, a red rainbow actually. Amber, and a couple more base as well. Danny Glover, and a numbered out of 399 for Bonmati. 111 out of 399. The orange dots. A silver Luther Burden, the third. The playing cards are pretty cool. My grandpa was actually pretty big into planes. I got some really old cards from him in my drawer next to me, actually. So those. Right out here for center. How you doing? Nice. Camera break. Turn one. Base. Here we go. See you base. Big copy. Base. Still start the box. Here's the upper self. So you can as well. Here's a Rose on the Gaudi. Another Danny Glover. This one's a Splash of Color. We'll just keep our Danny Glovers going there. Why not? Big ol' set of Danny Glover. Sean White. Oh, we got a pink Gaudy of Doom Bay. It's the first one we've seen that's not red. These are out of 33. This one is actually 10 out of 33. That's cool. Haven't seen anything lower than the red so far on the Gaudis. We got another exquisite there in the back. Chris Everett. And this exquisite is numbered out of 10 on-card autograph. Greg LeMond from Cycling. Very nice. Put him right in front there. Tyra. Luther Burden out of 249 on the blue checkers. Emery Bustamante Skinner. Michael Jordan. And Yamal silver. All right, second to last box, box 15, and we're gonna start right off with another Animal Kingdom. This one is the African leopard. Pretty cool looking card, actually. Obviously from Africa. Ooh, this one's conservation status is vulnerable. That makes this card more rare, right? We got Pierce, Black Glossy, and then the Lexi Massimo soccer player with player worn memorabilia on the splash color. Haven't seen one of those in a minute, so that's cool to see those again. Good start to this box. Might be the 2 hits already though. Just kidding. Trevor Etienne out of 299. On card autograph. Future Watch. Awesome. Very cool. These are our first base, actually, in 3 packs. And we're going to start with the Yamal here. And, oh, De'Aaron Fox out of 23. On the red pillars. 18 of 23. Heck of a box. Maybe this is the God box. We had a pretty good one earlier, but this one's off to a banger of a start. There's nice. Another pack one base there, so. Got it. Sand on the silver. Luther on the icy on the rose. There we go. Pirates. And we're going to turn Luther. Jake on silver. And a box. I'll have to go through the checklist and see what the odds on some of this stuff was. There we go. Another one of the midways. Operation Desert Storm. It's our third one of those, I believe. A young gun as well. Alright, we made it. Last box. That one back there, I emptied it out. Thought I'd just leave it up there. Well, let's rip her open. And then we can do a big recap here. Start with a Chris Everett Gowdy, a Reggie Bush Silver, and some base. Oh, we're going to start off with a Haley Ashburn, the Rock Climber, on the Exquisite with an on-card autograph. Very nice. Another thick one. Wondered why that young gun was showing up on the back there. That was Alex Walsh, the swimmer. Oh, I feel something. Yep, Animal Kingdom. What is our animal? The African Gray Parrot. From, you guessed it, Africa. The conservation status is endangered. Must be even more rare, I guess. We got Zhang. We got the Red Rainbow for Neto. Another Zhang. A Luther Burden. And a Tiger Woods. We got Shamik Moore, a Red Gowdy for Chris Everett. Those are out of 1933. Haley Ashburn on the silver. And a couple base to finish that pack up. Missed the Gowdy in there. Another red one of Jack Alexi. Nevis Young Gun. And our base. Rodriguez on the glossy black. Margot Hayes Young Gun. Brie Larson, Reggie Bush, Haley Ashburn on the base. We got Roberson, Jordan Ball. That one's numbered out of 100, actually. 2 out of 100 on the Young Guns. And more of our base. Nazareth. And here we go, out of 299, another auto. Rookie Authentics, Mike Malott. MMA. Numbered 100 out of 299. See if that ends up being our last auto. A really thick base card there. All right, home stretch here. A couple packs left. We've got Haley Hernandez, We got a numbered out of 249 on the blue checkers for Rintaro Sasaki. And our base. Camilla. Young Guns Zoe Atkins. Gretchen Kevin. Base. There's a Gaudy. There's a Brie Larson Silver. A Zhang Amore and Camilla. Here's another Gaudy. A Young Gun for Madison Booker. And some more base. 2 packs left. We've got Sasaki. Skinner. And that'll do it for that pack. Our last pack. We're going to finish this rip-off with a Luther Burden III, a Dakota Decheva Rainbow, a Rodriguez, a Sasaki, and a Harmon. And that will conclude this Upper Deck 2025 Goodwin Champions. Full case of hobby boxes, 16 of them. Rip is complete. I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit. And I'll pull out anything to show off, like all of our autos and some of our better inserts. And we can rate this case. All right. We're back with, we're going to do our recap here of Upper Deck 2025 Goodwin Champions. We're going to start off with our red rainbows. We got a Nate Frazier, Jimmy Yang, Isaiah Bonds, Haley Ashburn, Stan Musial, Amber Belson, Andre Agassi, and a Jacob Neto. Those are like 1 in 30 to get in the hobby boxes. Next we'll go with, let's just do our numbered cards of our base. We'll start with the orange dots, which are all out of 399. Monty, Sasaki, Cameron Brink, Pierce LePage, Shamik Moore, Luther Burden III, Nate Frazier, Steffi Graf, Riley Techik, and then we get into our blue checkers, which are out of 249. Another Sasaki, a Rory Harmon, another Luther Burden III, Misty Mate Trainer, Lamprecht, De'Aaron Fox, Grace Stevens. Then we get into the yellow circles, which are out of 199. Hannah Hidalgo, Alicia Lehman, Neto again, a Sam Coffey, and an Isaiah Bonds. Then our pink confetti out of 149. Danny Glover, Isaiah Bonds, Sean White. And then you got our purple diamonds, which are out of 99. Dakota Decheva, Jalil Zhang, Reggie Bush. And finally, the red pillars. This is out of 23. That's De'Aaron Fox. That was all of our base cards that were numbered. Let's do memorabilia next, I suppose. Some of it anyway. We got 2 Stan Musials. These are player or person worn. Haley Hernandez. David Ortiz, and the red Gaudy, Tiger Woods, Sunday red. We got a couple inserts here of the Black Diamond. We got Andre Agassi out of 349. Then we got the rookie gems for Bianca Bustamante and Tetsuro Taira. We'll go through our Young Guns. We got our numbered ones. This is out of 100 for Alex Walsh. This one was out of 250 for Rory Harmon. And Jordan Ball, this one also out of 100. And then we'll go through all of our outbursts we got. We got Austin Keane, Tyra, Quincy Wilson, Rebellis, McKenna, Terrell Brown, Bustamante, and Cedric there from MMA. Those are all the outburst, basically parallels of the Young Guns. Next we will go through, let's do our Gaudis. We got, I know it's nothing special, but it's a Michael Jordan. Those are out of 1,933. The pink ones, this is a Doumbé. That's 10 out of 33. And then we got a Gretchen Walsh. It's a base, but it's an auto. On card. Next we can go through. We'll just go through a little stack here. We got some of our autos. We got a Future Watch for Trevor Etienne. That was out of 299. Rookie Authentic out of 199. For Common Maliwak, Mike Mallet, also out of 299. And then our base autos, another Mike, a Kerry Walsh Jennings. These are all on cards. Ava Gattino, Stacy Peralta, Rory Harmon, and Tyra. Next we will go through, we'll save that. Let's go through all of our Splash of Color stuff. Quite a bit of Splash of Color. These are just the, basically, I don't want to call them base, but you can scratch those codes and then enter them in online. And if you get the whole collection, I believe they send you another special one. They're just kind of holographic cards. We got a Gordon Sargent, Warren Emery Zaire Emery, excuse me. Sony, McKenna, Misty May, Steffi Graf, Kerry Walsh, Bustamante, a Cameron Brink, and a Danny Glover. And then these Splash Colors have worn memorabilia. Back there it says it. This is the Chef Richard. Gymnastics Jocelyn, Golf's Rojang, Lexi from soccer. And then we got some Splash Color autographs. I got the red ink for Steffi Graf, Crystal Lamprecht, and a Danny Glover. We'll go through some of our fun stuff here. We got 3 of the USS Midways. The fighter jet. There's Operation Desert Storm. And another plane air. Those are the USS Midways. And we got 2 of the Greek mythologies. The cool one I thought was the Medusa here, and then I don't know, Heracles. I thought it was Hercules, but I guess not. And then the Animal Kingdoms. These are really cool, really thick cards, like 3D kind of. The white shark, the African gray parrot, the African leopard, a wildebeest, a guanaco, and a polar bear. And finally, I guess we got a couple more cool things to show. We got a birth year coinage quad, a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and a penny. They're all from 1946, the year Danny Glover was born. So every coin was minted in 1946. Pretty awesome card there. We got this printing plate. Kind of hard to see. But, I mean, most printing plates are. But that's a 1/1 Jack Alexi, the swimmer, a cyan printing plate. And we'll go through this last little stack here. These are all the Exquisite collection. Rookie out of 149, Bonmati, soccer player. Also out of 149, another soccer player, Warren Zaire-Emery. Then we got an autographed one. This one is out of 99, rock climber Haley Ashburn. This one is numbered out of 10, Greg LeMond cycler. And what I thought was our coolest auto, Exquisite rookie autograph on card out of 49 for Luther Burden the third. And last but not least, this one I left sitting up here, another Exquisite rookie. This one, Hannah Hidalgo. That is right there, a 1/1. So technically we got two different 1/1s in this rip. Pretty cool. Overall, just a really fun rip. So we rolled a 4 today. Seemed to work out pretty well, I would say. Overall, it was actually fun. I didn't get like burnt out like I did with Allen and Ginter. This one was pretty much fun right to the end. Lots of cards, obviously. Let's see, 5 cards per pack, 15 packs per box, 16 boxes. Do that math for me. Lots of cards, but pretty good stack of inserts and parallels compared to the base. Not a lot of base, but I mean, these cards aren't worth a crazy amount either. So, one of the cheaper products, so it gets a good mark there. Like I said, lots of parallels, good marks there. I want to add in how easy the boxes are to open and then the packs to open. Everything was good on that. Very easy to do. How pretty are them cards? Nothing crazy. I mean, so much unique stuff like the animals. I mean, those are cool, right? But I mean, all the unique stuff looks good. I don't know why these got to be thick. I'm not sure on that. I mean, it kind of takes cards away, honestly, but I don't know. If you're into the thick cards, there's a lot of thick cards. Lots of different memorabilias. So, cool product overall. Nothing to write home about, but I mean, it gets good marks, though. Let's say it's a solid 9. We do 2 out of 12 here. sticking with our dice theme. Just really fun overall. Every single box had decent hits in it. A couple, I don't know if you'd call them God boxes or not, but I mean, 2 different boxes had 1-of-1s. Some nice autos. Yeah, really fun one. Next I got, I don't know what I'm doing next for sure. I ordered some baseball, so I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole video of that or not yet. We got some more football coming out. I just did a pre-order for the 2026 Topps Baseball Series 1 as well, but you know, those don't come out for a little bit still either. So we'll see what ends up getting posted next. That being said, I'm gonna roll on out of here. See ya.